The UK's new tallest and fastest roller coaster is coming in spring 2024. Let's go see what Hyperia looks like today. Hello and welcome back to our weekly Hyperia update. You're watching Ride Comparisons, and every week we come down the Thorpe Park Monks Walk to have a look at the UK's new tallest and fastest roller coaster, Hyperia. Now, it's been a big week for Thorpe Park. They've released their new logo. Not really sure what everybody thinks of it. So far the impression isn't great. Let's have a little look. Thorpe Park have just announced their new logo. Are you ready?
No, 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 no.
No, what have they done? The new brand takes it away from Thorpe Park's Island Like No Other to Feel Good Thrills. But the logo doesn't make me feel good at all. See you next time. So there's a little look at the new logo for you. The impression from the general public hasn't been great by the looks of it on all of social media. I think that it's a good logo and it works well with the posters and everything, but for a theme park itself, it just doesn't really scream fun, so I'm not really sure what they're thinking there. As I'm recording this, guys, it's the 5th of December. Merlin currently have a Black Friday deal for all of the Merlin passes, which ends on the 10th of December. So I would really recommend that one, guys. It's about 20% cheaper and you can make your money back really easily. So make sure you have a look at that one. Now, as we're walking down to the construction site, I want to talk a little bit about Hyperia's theming. There hasn't been an official release yet, but if you watch Thorpe Park's 3-part mini-series that they did on Facebook and YouTube recently, they did mention in there that Hyperia is going to be their new fearless goddess. Now, when they originally applied for the name for the ride, they did apply for Icarus, but didn't get it, unfortunately. So it was going to be the theme of the son of master craftsman, built the wings out of wax and feathers, flew too close to the sun and fell. Unfortunately, they couldn't get that name, so they've got Hyperia, which is quite a good one, I think. But there's been a lot of speculation online that Hyperia is going to be Merlin's fearless goddess, learning from what happened with Icarus and crafted her wings out of steel. So it's going to be quite a good theme, I reckon. It's going to be a custom one. We're not really sure what's going on yet, so it's going to be really exciting when they release that. Let's carry on down to the site and see what's going on. Got Colossus up there, guys. Apparently going for a repaint. So they replaced some of the track last season. I think it's going to be blue. I think that's what we've heard, isn't it? So we're about to get down to the construction site, guys, for our weekly update. But before we do, we're going to build up some hype and show you the trailer you've all seen a million times. Okay guys, so once again, as you can see, a lot of work has been done on the maintenance bay and it's pretty much nearly complete. Let's go see what else we can find. Okay, so another weekly update where so much has happened. We're going to start at the bottom of the site today. I can't quite see from where I'm standing right now if any more has been done outside of the splashdown, so I think I'm going to have to climb my tree and have a look. Okay, switching over to the phone so we can get some zoomed in shots. As you can see, the splashdown is now finished and they've done a little bit of track coming out of it there. They've also got what looks like a little pond they're filling up here. So maybe we'll be able to see that from the ride. I'm going to assume they're either pumping water out or pumping water in for the splashdown element of the ride. They've actually got a little safety ring there, so I'm going to assume this little pond that's here is going to be a permanent feature for the ride. Also, whilst we're here, I'll try and zoom in for you so we can have a look. Might not be Hyperia, but as you can see, a lot more of Colossus has been painted. Oh, exciting times. As we can see, we've got some more supports arriving. And they look like quite small ones. So when we were here last week, we were hoping they would have started the turn out of the station towards the lift hill. As Jack Silkstone said in one of his updates, all the concrete has now been poured for the ride. As you can see here, we've got some ground pins that are pretty much complete. And on site today, with these tiny supports arriving, I think that's what's going to be started next week. So as I say, next week will be a very exciting update. Now if we look here, we've got a giant support system for the stall just before the splashdown, so a lot of work has been happening this week. It's quite funny seeing these dinky supports arrive. The sheer volume of this coaster, these are probably some of the smallest supports on the ride. So with those dinky supports there, guys, I was wrong. It wasn't the turn out of the station, it's actually the bottom of the drop, which means work will be beginning on the lift hill on the drop soon, so getting close to very, very exciting times. I don't really want to, but as they're now installing the bottom of the drop, I guess I've got to go climb the tree again to get a better look. Back in the tree now, might be a bit shaky. As you can see, they're actually getting another support in, so they're getting it done very, very quickly. It looks like they're going to be building backwards, so I don't think they're going to be building the lift hill first. They're actually going to be building the drop up towards the sort of lift hill. We got a few supports there only just come in and they're getting them in straight away. Brilliant progress. It's amazing how fast they're putting these supports up. We've only been here about 10 minutes. So that's all we've got for you today, guys. We'll be back here every week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content, and we'll see you next time.